on this Super Bowl hangover Monday. Is it whose turn is it? Is it my turn or Dex?
I think it's my turn.
Back to Judd here? Okay.
Yeah, I think Dex just went.
Judd.
Okay, go ahead, Judd. You go ahead.
Here's my statement. I now have the new slogan for your crazy KOC-led 2022 Vikings. 2021 was the year of no more excuses. Unfortunately, we got a lot of excuses. Well, I mean, the Vikings, come on. What'd you guys expect? Yeah, it's typical score north. You expect championships. That's stupid. 2021 was the year of no more excuses. I'm going to admit it didn't work out. 2022, we are now pivoting to this one. No more fear. Everything when it comes to the Vikings and sports in this town, from the fans to the teams, we're all culpable. So I'm not absolving any of us, but it's all about fear. Well, if you get rid of Kirk, I don't know what's going to happen, Matilda. The team might not be good for a long time. We could be the Lions. Well, guess what? Declan just went through a list. Declan just went through a list of teams that haven't made the Super Bowl since 1977, and the Vikings and Lions are together. So, you know what? In some ways, despite the fact that your record's superior, you are the Lions. The offense ran with what? Fear. I mean, Eric Kendricks came out and said, a defensive guy, came out and said, we should not be, it'd be nice to be playing for a team that's not a fear-based organization. Yeah. Okay? Dude, so 2022, I'm pivoting now from excuses to fear. No more fear. Embrace whatever we have to embrace to get where we need to go.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's easier said than done, because there's probably some major changes that need to be made if you fully want to adopt, and if you move on from the quarterback that is rooted in avoiding mistakes as opposed to capitalizing on moments and taking risks, you're not guaranteed to find a quarter. You might whiff on the quarterback. That's a huge thing. But I'm kind of with you. As much as we want to sit here and say, I mean, this franchise, we kind of put our nose up, at least we're not the Jaguars or the Lions. It's well, yeah, I mean, the Vikings have been more competitive year in and year out than those franchises. They're pretty much the Bears. I tweeted this out a few months ago and sent it back out yesterday. Over the last 20 years, the Bears and the Vikings have had 11 leading passers, kind of a quarterback carousel. They've both been to the playoffs 6 and 8 times. They both made 2 or 3 deep runs. Bears actually went to a Super Bowl 15 years ago.
I was going to say, yeah, they went to a Super Bowl.
They've both been through 5 head coaches. They've both been second fiddle largely to the Packers in the division. I mean, the Vikings are kind of the Bears. And I think to somehow put our nose in the air and say that we are, no, let's be real.
But that's the fear. Yeah, but our fear is, well, we're not the Lions, because our fear is, oh my God, what if we get worse?
Yeah.
We're always afraid. And the problem is it permeates the entire market, because it's the teams too. The Twins. We can't trade a top prospect. What if Royce Lewis is really good? What if we traded Royce Lewis? And so instead of saying, you know what, screw it. No, let's do this. Let's be all in. No more fear from everybody. And you know what, too? If you do have fear, get off the damn bus. Get off the bus. You know what? If you're like, I can't throw that pass, that's too dangerous and might affect my statistics. Get off the bus. It's time to take chances. Matthew Stafford threw what could have been a very irresponsible and stupid pass, and guess what he's got today? Probably sleeping between him and his wife is the Lombardi Trophy.
Hey, what do you have? What do you have to say, since we're down this path here? Well, I'll give you this statement, and then I'll ask my question. All right. The peak version of Matthew Stafford is now a reality, while the peak version of Kirk Cousins remains a theory. And so I'll take that statement and ask a question to you guys. What do you make of the people that say, A, well, Kirk's better than Stafford, and B, Kirk could have done all the things that Stafford did, and he wouldn't have thrown that interception, the second to last drive or whatever in the end zone. The notion that, well, Kirk is the same as Stafford. He would have done all these things, and it's just everything else around him has been garbage for 10 years.
Those people are constantly moving every goalpost that they can possibly find. It's ridiculous. Kirk Cousins is talented. Again, I'll say it for the 1 millionth time. Kirk Cousins is a talented quarterback. He is mentally not capable of doing what Stafford did. And my belief is, and we might find out, my belief is his mental capability, even with more confidence, probably or certainly instilled in him by Kevin O'Connell, is not going to change that. Matthew Stafford is a gambler. Sometimes he looks really bad. But guess what? Today, he's got a Super Bowl because he took gambles. And the thing that just infuriated me yesterday was I saw tweets about, well, Stafford was garbage. It's all the defense. The Cousins defenders, again, they're always trying to move and shift things away from credit to, like, if it doesn't fit, they claim that we are in love with the narratives about how to rip Kirk. But the reality is they constantly just change theirs to suit him. And I will say this, give me Kirk in that game on that last Rams drive, because I will bet a lot of my hard-earned cash that he would not replicate what Matthew Stafford did.
Yeah, and until he's playing in a game in late January or early February, then it's not a conversation. And again, this always comes full circle. It's like, well, I mean, yeah, it's nice to have that Rams defense. Well, Cousins had a better defense than this Rams defense in 2018 and 19. Go look up the numbers. What were people saying about that Vikings defense at the time? Mike Zimmer is a wizard, and Danielle Hunter is one of the best players in the NFL, and Eric Kendricks. Like, it was a ridiculous defense, and he couldn't make the playoffs with it. So I'm with you. It's like, well, if you just give this, what about this? It's like, it's okay. If it's a theory. His next level is a theory. It is a concept that does not exist.
But the theory now on the entire Vikings team is this. It shifted to Zimmer was the worst coach of all time. He was terrible. Look, you just need to get away from Mike. Like
he
we
had
have now
flaws, but he was not the worst coach that.
And in 2018, he was not. He was not. But like this whole thing now is it's all Mike's fault. That's literally become the mantra of a lot of people. It was all Mike. They're fine now without Mike. Bring everybody back.
Dude, it's kind of funny. Like, Mike had major flaws at the end of his run, but Mike in 8 years was like 16 games above 500, and for the first 4 years averaged 10 wins per season, and went to the playoffs twice in those first 4 years. And if Blair Walsh doesn't miss a 27-yarder, the Vikings, it's possible the Vikings, they could have won another game and gone, like, who knows? I'm just saying he had flaws, but to dump everything the last 4 years on Mike Zimmer is incorrect.
BC, before Cousins.
AC and BC.
All right, back to Declan here.
All right. I have a Super Bowl takeaway. I would say that was the most entertaining off-the-field Super Bowl, like entertainment-wise, in a long, long time. I thought the commercials were spectacular. The Rock's introduction, dude, I mean, obviously Phil and I are wrestling geeks. I was ready to run through a wall after that. Like, I was like, let's play some damn football.
I wish he would have paused after Millions.
Yeah,
he usually, when he does the Millions, and then he lets the crowd and millions.
I would have been all in on that.
I think they were going like this.
Yeah, he was going quickly.
Because I think they were slightly behind. I think that's why
they're
he
like lined
pause.
up for the kickoff.
Yeah.
No, I know, and they're jumping around, and like the players are literally
like, all right, let's go,
at the
buddy.
50-yard line
come on,
jumping.
Dwayne, let's get through this.
Yep.
So only thing missing was like Stone Cold's music of the glass breaking was like the only thing missing from The Rock's introduction. I love the commercials. I thought the Dolly Parton, Miley Cyrus stuff was hilarious. The Larry David commercial stole the show. That was the best one for me.
I thought the late ones were good.
Yep, those were pretty good. The Jamie Lynn and Sopranos commercial, that was pretty badass. I thought that was really, really cool. And the halftime show, man. I thought the halftime show was superb. And I know there's probably, and there's always the contradictory fact of these halftime shows. A bunch of the old generation, I know Patrick Royce wasn't in love with the halftime show. But
Shocking.
then, you know what? Yeah, I mean super
it's
surprising.
Never going to work completely.
But like, to be honest, dude, give me all of that kind of music instead of like I don't know, Bruce Springsteen or something lame. Like, don't be serving the boomer generation. Like,
sports writers, you're out of this. You'll never work in this business.
Come on, dude.
Give me
some entertainment. You're in L.A.
Bruce Springsteen. Why are you taking shots at Springsteen?
The boss.
No, God, just vanilla ice cream for a halftime show.
Vanilla
Are you
ice?
kidding me, dude?
Are we bringing in Vanilla Ice next year?
No. Give me Eminem, give me Kendrick Lamar, give me Snoop Dogg. That was a phenomenal halftime show, and I thought all the off-the-field entertainment was great.
I will say that would have been a phenomenal opportunity if Tupac is indeed still alive out there somewhere.
To bring him up.
If he would have somehow made his return at the Super Bowl yesterday, I think.
Biggie and Tupac come out.
Yeah, just both of
we're
them come
fine.
back.
We're good.
Oh, it's
we're
crazy.
good. Been on an island for a few years.
I
It's
have
great.
no idea how long 50 Cent was hanging up upside down. I know people were
like
were
an
trying
hour.
to figure out, like, was he up there for an hour just hanging out up there? But I thought the halftime show was great. And like, this was, I thought, the first year in a long time that the commercials were pretty damn good. Like, they weren't like over the top, phenomenal. They're never going to be what they used to be.
I didn't like the first batch. I thought the second batch was
I
far stronger.
I thought it was great entertainment.
Well, last year, I think all these companies last year felt like, we got to be, these unprecedented times that we're going through, and like we need to strike the right tone. And this year, it was like, all right, let's just be funny again. Let's bring Larry David in over here. Let's get Colin Jost and
the Colin Jost one with Scarlett was really good.
Even
I really liked that
one.
Yeah, me too.
Genius of that crypto company. Just put in a QR code. Nothing but a QR code for 30 seconds.
I didn't.
Genius.
Oh, really?
I thought that was super smart.
I agree. It was great.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It just bounced around my screen. I'm like, really?
Man.
I'm like, really?
I thought it was great.
And I ain't buying crypto, so I'm not getting involved with crypto. So
You're not getting involved with crypto?
no.
Why?
No, I won't be getting involved with crypto. Because I'm 52 and I'm on the back. I'm going towards the back end of things.
I just want to hear Judd describe crypto. That's what I'm going for.
my money. I don't need new exploratory financial options.
What do you think about Ethereum, Judd?
You dodge? Dogecoin?
Good running back, not
To the
great.
moon?
Ethereum.
Third round. Wouldn't play him too much though. Never play your third round picks, folks. That's the lesson that we learned.
Oh, God.
All right, I'm gonna latch on to one of the. Well, let me back up a step. My favorite thing I think about the pregame shows is a lot of these, like the Adam Schefter types and the Ian Rappaports, they sit on big stories and they look to break them on.
They were
Super Bowl
breaking them at
Sunday.
like 8 a.m. though. I kept seeing tweets like it was 8 a.m. Like, why are you guys breaking this now?
These guys, it's like we got to get. They want to get out in front, so people watch their networks and stuff. So we had, Pelissero had the all indications are Kirk Cousins will be the Vikings quarterback in 2022. Pause, but they need to figure out his contract, which is like the whole, But the biggest one was Sean McVay potentially retiring, and I guess we'll find out in the next week or so. But here's my statement: I would love to see Sean McVay in the Monday Night Football booth. And I don't think he retires this year, but he's on the record saying, I'm going to get married, I'm going to have kids, I don't want to be a coaching lifer.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to coach till he's 60. He's already said that. And I don't know how much money he makes as the head coach of the Rams. Zimmer made $8 million. I think McVay maybe makes around that or less even. But let's say he can negotiate like a $10 million deal, because John Gruden was making 10. So let's say McVay can make
Romo
10
money.
or 12.
Give him Romo money.
He can make twice as much as a TV analyst. Romo makes 20.
No pressure.
Yeah, with 10% of the workload.
No pressure.
Not even.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I love it. I love that
Imagine
idea.
him, and you texted us this yesterday.
I'm in.
Al Michaels is a free agent now too, right? I mean,
Yes.
and
he's not going back.
Collinsworth said goodbye to each other.
Tirico is in.
So Tirico Collinsworth.
Tirico Collinsworth. And Collinsworth was going to be a free agent, if I'm not mistaken, but just signed an extension. Aikman is, and I guess he wants Romo money. And
for Amazon Thursday night, is that what?
Yeah, that's a possibility. There's also a possibility that he will keep the Fox job, take the Thursday night job, and between the two of them, make like approximately 20 mil.
So how about Monday Night Football?
Al.
Let's get like 3 more years of Al. Al's like 80, but still throws
good.
fastballs.
I'm with
And he's
you on
just,
this.
bring him back to Monday Night Football for the first time in 10, 15 years.
Great
and
way
put
to
Sean
go
McVay. Oh,
Yes.
wouldn't that be a blast? And then the Manning cast on the alternate. All due respect to Brian Greasy, but
I think I might be done. I think I might be done a little bit with the Manning cast if I got
What?
Al and McVay. McVay would be phenomenal. I think in explaining things.
But
oh
you're
my
just
God.
you're just done. You're just done with the Manning cast.
But the Manning cast I sort of watch because it's funny and I like it. and it's informative, but the current Monday Night Booth, I have no desire to listen to.
So you're saying part of why you watch
I'm saying part of it is
to avoid
and I don't even
Levy?
Yeah, well, and it's not that I don't like them. It's just that I don't know. I
friend of
don't
the show.
I don't get excited by them.
Steve
Like
Levy is a
if
friend
you
of the
have
show.
Al and Sean McVay, I'm excited.
Dude, like just a what would that
Tirico
be?
and Collinsworth on
Like a 45
NBC.
year age gap. No, more than that. It'd be like a 45 year.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be
Like
fantastic.
the Royce and Mackey show from back.
Al
in the day.
thinks young though. Al thinks very young.
He's a gambler.
Yep, he's a big gambler
Yeah, that would be
in
amazing.
sports industry.
Yeah. All right. Back to Declan here. Judd?
Wasn't it
Declan?
No, it's me, right?
It's
I don't even know.
Phil is the wrong guy. You
I'm
know
still-
what?
I'm still
I love
drunk
you,
from yesterday.
and you're really good. You might be the worst point guard I've ever seen. Oof! You cannot keep track. I can keep track better than Phil can, which is remarkable because I can't keep track.
I agree. I think between
Write that down, go sideways.
I'm pretty bad.
Write that down.
In terms of all
I
the,
should
I
start
mean,
keeping a
Who's
tally.
got the ball?
Yeah.
Who's got the ball? Where am I passing the ball? And then, of course, he just guns it then. He checked from Phil
That's
Mackey.
hilarious. All right, I'm gonna start.
God.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna do some self-evaluation here.
Self-scouting.
Yeah, thanks a
Some
lot.
self-scouting. I'm gonna
Thanks
keep
a lot, Clint Kubiak.
keep a tally here on my notebook.
All right. Okay.
all right, man.
Okay, first of all,
So who are we back to?
Judd.
it's me. And I would like to begin this statement by congratulating our executive producer, Declan Goff. Your write that downs were phenomenal. Like the Gatorade one was good, and I was, yeah, that's cool. The proposal one though, and like you got them both, just phenomenal. Just
Acknowledge me.
congratulations.
Thank
Okay, was there like the proposal thing?
Yeah.
Was there rumblings that was going to happen, or
I mean, I just looked at the odds, and the odds were it wasn't going to happen. It was plus 400 that
So you
there
like
would
didn't
be a
see
proposal.
like there might be something or okay.
And it just like it always seems. I feel like it's a place where it does happen quietly. Like and what was the safety for the? Was it even the starting safety?
No, yes.
It was the starting safety.
Taylor
I had no idea
Rapp
who the hell he was.
is his name.
I knew
And I'm gonna
I knew
address him in a
someone of those 53 not morons, but would do something brash like that. They of course they're riding a high like that.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, but yes, this was an all-time performance on Write That Down, if I do say so myself.
It was fantastic, and I'm impressed. And it leads me to my statement, which is,
Oh, God.
it's time for a ban. All right, I never want to see. You just won a Super Bowl. Like this is the professional culmination, and I don't care what your age is. Like this is huge. You just grinded through with your teammates. You just grinded through this incredibly special season, culminated with a Lombardi trophy. I want to see a ban on wedding proposals. If I'm a coach, you are not, if we win a championship of any sort, you are not getting down on one knee during our moment. Like it's all about team.
I'm with Judd on this.
You know what? Keep it, and look, a marriage proposal is a huge deal.
Yes.
It's awesome. So I am not saying, oh, forget her or him. No, what I'm saying is they are both awesome events that deserve their own moment.
Yes.
And their own spotlight.
I mean,
And,
just because Taylor Rapp is more of a romantic than you guys are.
No,
okay? It doesn't.
no,
mean
It's
I'm
not
telling
romantic.
you,
It's the
not
opposite of
romantic,
romance.
and it's the most self-centered,
Yes.
non-team serving thing. Your brothers,
The game's
and
over.
you
The game is over.
No, I want
They
you
won
in your
the game.
I want you in the locker room. I want you in the locker room. And you know what? I also don't want. I don't want you planning this out when I'm trying to get you to win a Super Bowl. Like this guy had to go get the ring. He had to think of, well, if we win, I'm going to do this.
He's a millionaire, dude. He probably had someone. He first of all, he's
I
probably
don't
had
want-
He's probably had the ring for a while.
probably had the ring.
What have you talked about,
He didn't.
Phil?
Judd, you think he bought the ring on Tuesday last week?
Phil's right on this one.
But he had to plan it out.
Sorry,
and
guys.
it's mental
I gotta
bandwidth.
miss this meeting
I
because
do
I
not.
have to go to. I gotta go to Jared.
I do not want you using your mental bandwidth for anything but the football game.
Do you
I
think
don't
he
want
went
you
to
thinking
Jared?
about it. No,
Actually,
hell
if,
no.
if this was
No,
a
I
Super Bowl
don't.
ad, it's genius. If he got paid for this,
Right.
okay. Then
But
what's
I don't think
what's
they-
the
they
difference
did that.
between like somebody had to do the Disney thing yesterday? What if and that takes
'Cause they come up-
Hey
'cause they-
Matthew, if you win, we're gonna need you to go do the
Yeah,
Disney
but I don't
thing.
give it any thought. It's not. It doesn't come from my mental bandwidth. I mean, thinking about proposing, engagement, the rest of your life in marriage, all of that is things I do not want you thinking about During
It's too bad it impacted the Rams' ability to win a Super Bowl.
The only one that I will say is unavoidable was the receiver's wife who went into labor and gave birth.
That was incredible.
And he had to leave the stadium. You know what? That's not pre-planned. That is okay. Cool.
I'm actually surprised he didn't rip that.
That's great. No, you can't. What?
So
9
her
months
water
from now
broke
we
like
might
in
win
a
a Super
suite
Bowl
somewhere.
Probably,
Yeah.
and probably because of stress and things, right? But I got no problem with that. The proposal, that is a predetermined distraction that I want no part of if I am the coach of that team.
I think you're overreacting. I will say, if it was done on a jumbotron, then I would fully agree with everything you just said.
I don't want you thinking about that. We are in this for your brother Matthew Stafford, for Cooper Kupp, not for your girlfriend. Take that offline, as they say in the corporate world. Go offline with that. Go to a restaurant and do what you got to do.
I want to sneak this one in here too. Someone sent us this statistic via Twitter here. My statement is Super Bowl winning running backs are almost never highly paid. Mm-hmm. Stack another one on the list here. So Cam Akers is the main running back for the Los Angeles Rams. His base salary is $1.1 million. All right, here are the last, 12, 13 Super Bowl winning main running backs and how much money. And by the way, Dalvin, I think he's up to like an $8 or $10 million cap hit on the way to like 12, 14. Vikings are spending a lot of money on Dalvin. Cam Akers, 1.1. Leonard Fournette, $2 million. Damian Williams, $1 million. Sony Michel, $480,000.
Wow.
LeGarrette Blount, back-to-back years of under $1 million. C.J. Anderson, $500,000. LeGarrette Blount, again, $700,000. Percy Harvin was listed as the leading rusher for the Seahawks in 2013, $2.5 million. Marshawn Lynch made some money, so that's a loophole. Ray Rice, 2012, $2 million. Ahmad Bradshaw, 1.5. James Starks with the Packers, $300,000. This is going back to 2009. Saints, Pierre Thomas, $500,000. So, doesn't mean you can't win a Super Bowl when your running back makes an F load of money. I think it just makes it a lot harder to build out the rest of your roster. So, Vikings can't do a whole lot to save cap money this year with Dalvin Cook because so much is tied up. But probably not the best idea to be paying that much money for a running back.
His 2022 cap hit, according to Spotrac, is $11.9 million.
Yeah, and I think if they were to get rid of him,
5.1.
There's so much dead money the way they structured it that getting rid of him doesn't help you for this year really, but it could help you in future years. So he's a great player, but the Chiefs, the Buccaneers, the Rams, some of the best offenses we've seen are kind of just like floating running backs.
Positional value, baby. Positional value. Most important thing in this sport.
All right, Declan.
Just my final weekend statement. I am a dad, a dog dad, dad. A little puppy dog entered the life. Little Vinny. All 4 pounds of him.
Oh.
Little fangs on him, little teeth.
Good boy.
Sleeps all the time.
Is it yours or your gal's or both? Is it joint custody? What's the? It's
joint. Yeah, there is some joint custody.
You guys have
the
a
gal
prenup here? Who gets the dog?
You might want to know exactly what the ground rules are here.
So on date, I think it was our first date. She not warned me, but like prefaced that, hey, I'm on this wait list for a dog because her parents have the same dog and she wanted to get the same dog. So she was. I think she was asking like, are you a dog person? Because like I'm getting a dog. And obviously I'm a big dog person, so I was all about it. But she didn't think she was going to get it this quickly. She was on this it's like through a breeder, and it was through this wait list.
Oh, boy,
and then her name came up like about a couple months earlier than she anticipated it would come up on. So she got him on Friday. Had to drive all the way out to Wisconsin to get it. It's a cute little dog. It's a petite mini golden doodle. So it only gets up to like 20 pounds and like maybe 2 feet long.
I'm gonna Google this.
It's pretty cute looking dog. Petite mini.
20 pounds isn't
I'm
bad.
gonna say if you
like 12.
If you guys are upset as the audience out there because Declan refuses to go to a humane society,
that's
you
what I
can
was
send him an
going
email at dgoff@scorenorth.com.
I was going to say the same thing.
dgoff
I was going to say, oh my God, don't tell them that you went to a farm. I hope they vetted it.
No,
I hope it's vetted well.
She was the coordinator on this play. Okay, I just work here. I'm the quarterback.
Whoa,
all right,
under the bus.
I'm the quarterback.
What's her name again?
I call the plays. Kelsey called the plays. Okay.
Kelsey's contact for these upset people.
I will not be giving out that information. That is
so it's Kelsey basically made the calls.
And and hired
and
and got
you're
the
just
dog, and I'm the quarterback here. Yeah,
You're a patsy, though.
the plays are being scripted, and I'm running the plays.
Okay, you're
I'm
Kirk
running this
quarterback.
offense. Yes, I'm the Kirk, I guess, in this situation.
Feels exactly right, though. We will get at least one
Oh,
note
for
saying,
100%.
you
That's fine.
selfish son
Yeah, I
of
know.
a-
I'm just
you
the worst
and your
human being.
girlfriend.
Yeah, my
Where are you from,
terrible-
Edina?
Oh my God, how dare we
I mean,
love
we
an
got all
animal?
those little dogs that need to
Yeah.
be saved, and you're going out there and, oh, boy.
You guys got any more statements, or
Yeah.
leave
a
Dex
hilarious
hanging
way
on
to-
that last?
Oh,
one?
I got one more.
Okay.
Back to the game and the halftime show. Evan McPherson
Oh, yeah.
rocks.
Hilarious, man.
The fact that the Bengals kicker said, you know what, I'm a kicker. I do not need to go in the locker room to hear Zach Taylor's speech. I'm going to sit on the bench and watch and enjoy the halftime show. God bless that kid. I love that.
He's like the most carefree kicker in the NFL. You
It's
know,
just great. And he's a rookie. He's a kid.
The
I love
divisional
it.
round where he's doing his warm ups.
Yep.
You know, you're gonna have like a 50-yarder to put the Bengals in the AFC Championship game for the first time in however long, and he turns to the whatever it was, the punter or somebody, and
Yeah.
well, we're about to go to the AFC Championship game. It wasn't like a chip shot; it was like a 50-yarder.
I love the fact,
Ridiculous,
though, he's like, I'm on the team, but I can do my job without hearing the head coach's speech. And by the way, that's Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I need to be out here. This is a once in a lifetime situation.
That's awesome. Good for that
All right,
kid.
that's Mackey and Judd statements on a Monday. Purple Daily is going to be rocking today. If you missed it, by the way, yesterday's episode of Purple Daily, a deep dive with our friend Tyler Fornes from NBC Sports Edge, just about the Senior Bowl, players the Vikings could look to draft in the first round. Are they going to draft a quarterback? We dove into all those things, so check that out from Sunday's Purple Daily. And we'll do a little more Mackey and Judd tomorrow with some who gets it, who doesn't. Happy Super Bowl hangover Monday, everybody. Someday the Vikings will reward us for all of this pain that we've all endured.
Hope I'm here for it.
Yeah.